Can you hear me?
Good evening, everyone. You are welcome to another
Hi, good
live
evening,
episode
everybody.
of Wednesday Crypto Talk, proudly brought to you by Binance Africa. Today, we are going to be discussing spot market trading and futures market trading in detail, right? Lawal, I'm your host, and my co-host is Emmanuel, right? And before we start, I would like to run a financial advice. You still have to do your own due diligence before making any investment decisions. All right. Also, if you participate actively in today's conversation, you stand a chance to win 100,000 naira. So my course will go ahead and cover sports trading, and I would also cover I will cover futures trading. Please let me know if you can hear
Hey,
me clearly in the comment section. Also, please tell
yeah.
me your name and where you are joining us from. I have Luz
Mm.
Chigoze. Luz, you are welcome. I have Samuel Alagbe. Samuel, you are also welcome. You are welcome. Okay.
Mm.
So please let me know where you are joining us from, and also put it down in the comment section if you can hear me clearly.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
We have Samuel from Osun State. You are welcome. Kazim from Abeokuta. We have uh okay, yeah. So before I go ahead, I need to know if you are hearing me clearly. Okay, cool. So Samuel said he's hearing me loud, okay, loud
What
and
about
clear.
me? Can they
Okay.
hear me?
So Alpha Domi, you are also welcome. Alpha Domi from Lagos
Can,
State.
can you
Okay.
hear me?
So my host, Emmanuel,
Yeah, can you hear me?
okay, my course is not on at the moment, so I'll just go
No,
ahead and
I'm
cover my
on. I'm
own
on.
part
I'm
of this
here. I'm
discussion,
here.
which
Can you
is
hear me?
okay. Yeah, okay.
Can you hear
Yeah, I
me?
can hear you. I can hear you now.
Ah,
So
yeah.
Emmanuel, I can hear you. I can hear you. Awesome.
Yeah,
Okay, so
cool.
please go ahead. Please,
Yeah, welcome, everybody.
how you feeling today? Okay.
Oh, today is good. The market looked like it was heading uptrend, then all of a sudden it came crash. It seems we are not over yet the Red Sea. We've not gone, we've not gone past the Red Sea yet. So I think we should just
Emmanuel, can you remember? Yeah, Emmanuel, can you remember we said last week Wednesday that we're going to have green
yes,
week?
you
Can
said
you
it. You
remember?
said it. You said that the market seems like it's hit the bottom. So now the only way is to go up. All right. So we're all optimistic. We're all looking for a greeny time, a greedy days ahead. But in crypto, you may never know what will happen next. All right. So we just need to have to get up our loins, keep our Red Sea Red Sea life jackets very tight, and keep floating. Keep staying afloat and hope we hit the green moment anytime soon. All right. So yeah, you just there. As the saying goes, for the technology, for the blockchain. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. And I
All
also want
right.
to take this opportunity to welcome everybody and to say, I mean, thank you for having us today. As my host said, we are going to talk about sports trading and futures trading. So I will handle the sports trading market, and my brother will handle the futures market trading. So without much ado, let's get on with it. I don't know if everyone can hear me clearly. If you can hear me, I want you to type yes, so I know if you can hear me, type yes. All right. Can
Yes,
everyone
I
hear
can hear
me,
you.
please?
Yeah, I can hear you. I
Oh,
can hear
okay.
you. You can go ahead. Yeah.
All right. So let's start. All right. So we all know trading. Trading basically, when we say trading, what does it really mean by trading? We are all trading actually. Like we are all exchanging money for one goods or maybe a service. All right. So today it's very likely that you bought something, you traded, all right? So trading simply means exchanging one thing for the other, all right? Or maybe exchanging money or currency. It's basically exchange, right? So if probably today you have engaged in any sort of transaction, monetary transaction, or even swapping, as you know in Africa here. I'm going to swap my phone. Bro, you remember, do you have that in Nigeria?
Yes, sure. We have that. We have that. Yes.
Yeah, in Ghana we swap phones. You use your old phone and you see that you're not really
Yes.
comfortable. Then you take your phone and say, bro, like, can I add up and swap? So basically, that is also trading, all right? You
Yes. It's a
trading
very big
with
market.
dead anyway.
Very big market.
Yeah, very big market,
Very big
very
market.
huge market capitalization. Market cap is huge. All right, so in crypto we basically have two major forms of trading. All right, um, that is a sports trading and futures trading. So I want to narrow it down to the sports trading. When we talk of sport trading, it's kind of the less riskiest form of trading, basically. And as a friend would say, a friend told me that hey, if you are trading sports, then you are not trading; you are just exchanging. All right. So sports trading is basically a platform that is designed to exchange one currency with to change one currency to the other, or exchanging your currency for another currency, right? So probably if I have a BNB and I want to sell my BNB to Bitcoin, then I can then go to spot trading, then quickly exchange. So basically, the spot trading is basically the exchange, basically an exchange whereby people just buy and sell, or people swap between, or we swap between tokens. All right. So one of the advantages or this so I don't know if I am clear with the spot trading. And the stock market is really huge, right? Not all the crypto are on the futures trade. The futures trading have been there for quite a long time. That is basically where you can see big inflow of cash, and also the spot trading usually has really huge market due to many tokens being traded there. And with also the spot trading, you only just exchange and you just pay fee, and then you get what you exchange for. So it's like I'm swapping one coin to the other, or I'm exchanging my coin for another coin. So let's say if my brother has Ripple, then he goes to the sports market or the spot trading market, then he posts what we call he places an order. All right, let's make it very simple. So he posts a trade. Basically, he places that order with his currency, with his digital asset that he has. All right, let's say Bitcoin, then probably I have BNB that I also want to swap or change my BNB to Bitcoin. All that I have to do also to go to the Bitcoin BNB pair, that is Bitcoin BNB swap. Basically, I just want to narrow it down, water it down so that you can understand the return. So you just go there, then I will see a lot of people placing orders to sell their Bitcoin, including my brother. Then I will also, if he's selling, then I'm willing to, it's like a barter system, all right, a digital barter system. If I am willing to buy his Bitcoin, then I can also push a buy order or a buy trade. Then if the price that is requesting for the same price that, oh, hello, am I on? Yeah, if the price, can you hear me? Am I on?
Yes, yes, we can hear you. You're on. Yes. Yes, I can hear you. I
Yeah,
can
am
hear
I
you.
on? Can you hear
Please
me,
go
please?
ahead. Yeah.
Since my calls, I
Yes,
don't
I
know
can.
if it's my network.
I can hear you.
Um,
Yes.
can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Please, if you can hear me, type. I can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you. Okay.
Sports and features. Well, I prefer sports. Ha ha ha. Can you hear me? If you can.
I can hear you, Manu. I can hear you. All right. I guess I'll just come in. I'll stand in place for my co-host. All right. So he was saying something about spot market. Being this market where you can exchange one coin to another, right? More or less like trade by barter. That's what he was saying. So, can you guys hear me as well? Can you hear me? I need to be sure that you can hear me so I can proceed. Okay, awesome, awesome. So Lawal Musa said he can hear me. So let me go ahead. Okay. So I'll be moving to features. I'll be moving to features, right? So let's go ahead to futures market trading, right? The major difference between spot and futures is that in futures, right, futures contracts, most times in futures you trade with leverage. That is, you trade with more capital than you have, right? Whereas in sport, you don't trade with leverage, right? So when you hear crypto futures, what comes to your mind? What comes to your mind, right? Use the chat box. Let me know what comes to your mind when you hear the word crypto futures. But generally, crypto futures are contracts between two investors that bet on the future price of a cryptocurrency, right? Some can bet that the price is going to go up, and some can also bet that the price is going to come down, right? And what you need to understand here is that you're not really buying and holding the real crypto when it comes to futures, right? What you are doing is called, you are trading a derivative, right? You are trading a derivative of the original asset, or the underlying asset, right? And it's similar in commodities derivative trading, right? Whereby people trade oil, gold, and cocoa on the internet, right? Whenever they do that, they're not buying and selling so that they can deliver those gold or cocoa or oil to them physically, right? They're just speculating on the increase and decrease in the price, right? So whenever you are trading derivative, whether it's commodities, whether it's crypto or stocks, right? In a derivative so that you can receive it physically, right? They're just speculating on the underlying price. Okay. So let's move to
Oh, sorry, my internet went off.
types
Sorry.
of futures trading, right? A common type of futures trading is called perpetual contract. Is a specific type of futures contract that does not have an expiration date. A perpetual contract is a type of futures contract that does not have an expiration date. That is, there's no settlement, right? If you are buying in perpetual contracts, those goods that you are speculating on the future price, there's no settlement for them, right? The contract is not going to get to an end, and they are going to deliver those goods to you, right? So there is no settlement, because one thing you need to know about the traditional futures, right? Traditional futures is something like a farmer that produces maize, conflicts out with the industry by saying that whenever I want to enter a contract with the industry, that they are going to buy all of it at a particular price, right? And the industry are also happy to enter that contract because they don't want to be buying when price have increased later in the future, right? They don't want to be buying later in the future when prices have increased. So that's the traditional futures whereby there's settlement, right? But when it comes to perpetual contracts, there is no settlement. It doesn't expire, right? So another thing you need to know about futures trading is leverage. Leverage. So leverage is having the ability to trade with more capital than you have, right? So in crypto futures, when you are using leverage, you are trading with more capital than you have. And I'm sure that if you have visited Binance futures, you will see the different type of leverage that we have. We have 5x, 10x, 20x, and 100x. Okay, and as a newbie, I always advise you stick with 5x and 10x. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So and I can tell you the reason. Maybe I should expatiate on the reason why you need to stick with 5x and 10x.
Maybe you
So
have
let's
so
take
much. Maybe you have
10x
so
for
much
example.
story to. Maybe you have so much story to it, right?
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So let me take 10x for example, right? So if I'm trading with 10x, if you divide 100% with 10, with the 10x,
Mm,
100% divided by 10 means what? 100% divided by 10 means 10%. So if I'm trading with 10x and I put in a collateral, right, and I enter a position, if the trade should go against me by 10%, and I didn't set a stop loss, that trade is going to be liquidated and I'm going to lose all my money.
yeah, yeah,
That's what 10x stands
yeah.
for, right? 10 times your capital. Now, if you are trading with 20x, which is 20 times your capital, right, and you put a collateral down and you enter a position, divide 100% by 20. That means the price of that crypto that you are trading goes against you by 5%, right? And you don't have a stop loss, you are going to lose your money. You are going to be liquidated, right?
That's the word.
So
That's the
we
word.
all know the average daily volatility of crypto. The average daily volatility, that is the daily fluctuation in the price of crypto, is 5%. Right? So if you are trading with 5%, right? As 10%. Okay, so that's why I advise people to stick with 10x, because you can still see where to put your stop loss before crypto from 3 to 10% in a day. Okay, so having said that, let's look at margin requirements. For you to trade futures, you need a margin. You need a margin, right? Your margin is your collateral, right? You need a collateral. For example, if you have $100 as collateral, right, and you are trading with 10x, that means you can trade with as high as 100 times 10, which is $1,000. You can buy with it or sell with $1,000, right? So you also need to know that futures is more or less like speculation, right? People are betting on the increase or decrease in the price, and you can lose all your money. It's very possible to lose all your money in futures. Okay, so having said that, let's look at let's look at the futures on Binance, right? So if, for example, now if you look at this tab now, right? This we have two major types of futures. We have the USD futures, that is your collateral is a stable currency, right? A stable coin. Whereas we also have coin margin futures, where your collateral is a crypto, right? So these are the two major ones, right? We also have a third one called options trading and battle trading, but that would be for another day, right? What we are covering majorly here is for USD margin futures and coin futures. Okay, so you need to make sure that you choose your margin mode, whether it's going to be a cross or an isolated margin mode. It's very important. Cross means you are using all the capital in your futures wallet as collateral, whereas an isolated margin mode means that you are going to isolate a specific amount, which you are not going to lose more than that amount, right? So as a newbie, I also advise you use what isolated. Okay, and for your leverage, don't exceed 10x. As a newbie, do 5x, right? Maximum. But whatever the case, don't exceed 10x. Some people even come as high as 100x. It is not advisable. 50x, 100x are not advisable. Very easy to lose your money, right? So having said that, let's look at 10 reasons why you should trade on Binance futures. I'm going to give you 10 good reasons why you should trade on Binance futures, right? Number one is that there are over 500 trading pairs, right? Over 500 trading pairs on Binance futures. I think that's the highest of any exchange that you can trade crypto futures, right? Another reason is highest liquidity. Highest liquidities. So Binance futures, for example, has the highest volume. Go and check, right? Aside Binance, we have OKX and FTX, right? But Binance has the highest liquidity, no matter the amount you want to trade, right? I don't actually want to be calling huge amount, right? But if you're a trader that trades billions, right, come to Binance futures, you can trade it, right? Then thirdly, we have low trading fees when it comes to Binance futures. They offer the lowest trading fees, and this is where you need to be careful, right? When you are trading futures, you know, you are multiplying your capital, right? That means
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? I think my co-host is off. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I just want to take it over. Um, so he was talking about can you hear me? If you can hear me, just type yes quickly. Can anyone hear me? Yeah, so we're talking
Hi,
about
Mano. Yeah, we can hear you. Please proceed.
trading on the spot, trading on Binance, trading features on Binance, right? I don't know if we can get a yes. I don't know if we can get a slide. So we continue from there. All right, so I don't know. Let me take back. I think my co-host is handling the feature, so I just don't want to collapse. So let me go back to the spot. I think we've already talked about we talked more about the feature stream. So now I'm sure you have now used um, you own your own opinion, see the advantages and disadvantages of features, right? Let me give you my story, right? I started crypto trading sports, right? I was pretty much doing well with sports. Then I feel that the sports isn't going to. So I think my post. Can you hear me? Hello. Can my post hear me? All right. So
I yeah, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
All right,
apologies on the network.
continue then.
So I was explaining. All right. So I was explaining reasons why you should trade Binance futures. Okay, so I was saying something about low trading fees. So one thing about futures is that you are trading with larger amounts, right? So if you are not careful, right, if you go and use an exchange that is charging you a very high fees, right, you can start paying $100, $1,000, even $10,000 as fees. It's possible. So that's why you need to use Binance futures if at all you're trading futures, because you get the lowest fee possible. Okay. Another reason is wide range of leverage. You know, Binance, you have from 1x to 100x, right? Even though I don't recommend people trading with 100x or anything higher than 10x, but that's also available on Binance, right? Then you have opportunities to short sell. Short sell. So if you think the market is going to be coming down, if you think the market is going to be coming down, right, you can also sell, right? You can sell, but you can't do that in spot market. So you can short sell and maybe sell at the top, come and buy back at the bottom, right? Then the Binance futures has over 28 million active users. It has the largest trading volume. I don't want to be shouting money, but close to, let's say, 60 billion is traded on Binance futures, right? $60 billion, right? So it has a very high security. You know, it also has an insurance fund, right? That ensures that whatever part of the trade that you are taking, whether you are going in a long position or you are going on a short position, whatever happens, whatever the volatility, if you are winning, right, you will get your profit, right? Right. There's some exchanges out there that does crypto futures that if you start winning a lot, guess what they will do? They will close it. They will close your trade, right? But that doesn't happen in Binance futures, right? Then multilingual support. So Binance Futures supports a lot of language, right? French, you know, Chinese, it supports French, Arabic, etc. So let's look at only the advantages, only the good side of Binance futures. But let me also tell you, let me take you through the disadvantages as well. Number one is that it's a highly speculative investment, right? And whenever you hear something that is speculative, that's high risk, right? So high risk, and some people are going to make money, and some people are going to lose money. And guess what? In futures, if you are not careful, you can lose all your money. If you forget to set your stop loss, it has happened to me. I forgot to set stop loss. Your money is gone. Okay. We have a lot of they might what be doing insider trading against you. That is, they can see all the position that you have entered, and they can actually go against you, right? And you lose money. Okay. We also have unsafe practices, you know, it's common among exchanges, right? We also have a lot of manipulations. There are a lot of manipulations when it comes to cryptocurrency futures, right? So you need to be careful, right? a news, people, a lot of people pay media what it can actually make your setup. Performance does not guarantee future. I've seen people, I for example, made a lot of money in futures in about 6 months, and but because we're still stuck and we kept losing money, right? Finally, we have game theory and element of game theory that if you're not careful, right? If you're not careful, you can get addicted to it, and you think, wow, maybe that's what you're even born to do. Some of you might even think you're born to do crypto futures, right? But you have to be careful, right? Remove addiction. I would suggest in good day, okay? So finally, I'll be rounding up now. I just want to give you some of the ways that I currently approach crypto futures trading, right? And I believe that you're going to learn a lot, right? You're going to learn a lot, okay? So number one is capital allocation. Capital allocation, that is, how much do you allocate to futures trading? I currently allocate 10% of my crypto portfolio. That is, this is how much I have in crypto. I would only bring 10% of it to crypto futures. And I believe that that money I can lose it, right? Because it's possible. You can set a stop loss, and due to how volatile the market is, your stop loss will not get triggered, and you lose your futures. You lose your money, right? It's possible. So know that you are bringing a spare capital. So as for me, my spare capital is 10%. But if you are expert trader, you can actually lose. Some of you are businessmen. Some of you, you're working. That means from 9 to 5 or 9 to 6, you're going to be very, very busy. Then don't go and create a plan that requires you to be trading when, because what's going to happen is you're not going to be able to focus at work, and you will not also be able to focus while you are trading, right? This thing has happened to me before. I went for, I'm a website designer as well. I went, opened my phone, started trading. I entered the trade on futures, and I left it. I left that trade open. I didn't put a stop loss. I was now continuing with my web designing, right? Guess what happened after checking it in 30 minutes time? $700 gone, wiped out, right? So see, if you know you have a work, you have a business, don't trade during those hours, right? Create a trading plan that gives, you have to be careful as well. Analysis, right? Technical analysis is going. Position sizing means that you don't trade the amount you have in your futures wallet. You don't trade with everything at once, right? 5% is okay. 5% is okay, or lower than that, right? So if you have $100 in your futures wallet, don't put everything on a single trade, right? Nobody can predict the outcome of a single trade every day or any every time. Okay. Then use stop loss. Don't see, no matter how expert you are, don't forget to use stop loss. Right? I've learned this lesson the hard way. Always use stop loss. It goes a long way to prevent you from losing all your money. Okay. We also have, you need to understand trade management and psychology, right? Right. There have been times that I entered a trade, maybe I used too much capital and I could not sleep. Right? For 2 days, I was checking that trade for 2 days, right? And at the end of the day, guess what happened? I lost money on that trade, right? I I I could barely hear you. Yeah, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Okay, so for 2 days, I was on that trade, right? I could not sleep. I'll be checking it, and at the end of the day, I lost that trade. So that is poor trade management, right? Entering a trade is not everything, right? After you have entered the trade, how are you going to manage yourself and manage your emotions, right? So number 6 is that you must know how to handle losing and winning streak, right? There have been times maybe I've made 5 to 6 trades and I won all of them, and guess what? I started feeling on top of the world. Started feeling like Warren Buffett, one of the best investors in the world. And guess what's going to happen next? You're going to make a very simple mistake, and all that money is gone, right? So don't see. The same with losing streak. When you start losing a lot of money, right? When you start losing a lot of money, you also get to some time that you'll be so frustrated, you won't be able to do anything because anything you do, you lose money, right? So what should you do? How should you handle winning and losing streak? The best way to handle it is what? Take a break. My brother, my sister, everybody that is watching me right now, if you have a winning streak, maybe you have won the last 10 trades that you made, my brother and sister, take a break. Take a break. It's very important, very, very important. And another thing is you need to trade responsibly. Be responsible, right? Don't say somebody dropped a trade signal on a group that I am and I just put all my money into it, or I'm trading it, right? You need to do research now, right? So be responsible. And finally, is you need continuous education, right? So on Twitter, on Binance Academy, make sure you're updated about what is happening in the crypto space, right? So that you're not going to be trading a coin that is going down, right? Another thing you also need to know is if you visit this link, binance.com/en/futures, you are going to be able to see a lot of uh, useful articles, right? Insightful articles on futures. So I want you guys to visit this link. Very, very important. Okay. So I will now take questions. Let's have a question and answer session. Let's have question and answer session. I have
Yeah. Can you hear me now? Hello?
yeah, let's have a question and answer session. Emmanuel,
Yeah, can you
are
hear
you
me
there?
now? Is it better now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, bro?
Emmanuel, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm here. Can you hear me? Can you
All
hear
right.
me?
So yeah, Samuel Alagbe is saying yes, stop loss is important if you don't want to lose all your money. Very, very important. Yeah. If you don't want to lose all your money, stop loss is very, very important. Yeah.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Another thing you need to know is
Hello?
so another thing you need to know, which is a point that is brought up by Samuel Alagbe, is that many people allocate all their portfolio to futures and it wreck their portfolio eventually. This is very true. Never ever put all your money to futures trading. I repeat, never ever put all your money to futures trading. That is a one-way ticket to the village. In Nigeria, we call it village. we call it village, right? If you put all your money to trade futures, that's a one way. You're entering a one-way ticket to the village, right? So, Emmanuel, please contribute. Please contribute. Yeah, Sam Alagbe is saying village people calling. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Emmanuel, can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yeah, yes, I can.
Hi, finally. All right, so I think my mic went off, I guess. So I think I also remember there was this particular time that we needed to go for a funeral in the village, all right? And I was in trade. I was in about $3,000 trade, all right? And before we went to the funeral, I checked whether there were. I mean, we have a good network there. So someone told me, okay, the network there is pretty good, so I can just come. So I placed a trade and went to the village. And guess what? As soon as I got to our hotel, the network was off. Like it was a psycho trauma. Like I couldn't sleep, and it was pretty much far, so there was no way I could return back and I lost. I when I returned back home, I had less than $200, $3,000. I had
Wow.
crazy,
Wow.
and that's not the first time. It teaches. It happens all the time. But the good thing is you learn by experience. Okay, you learn by experience, and from what you just said, you just taught us you have to stick by it. I don't know if it would be possible for us to lose features. Just like you said, sometimes we take stop loss for granted. We think, oh, the market, the only way is up, it's going up. There's no way I should use a stop loss. And in crypto, sometimes you are like, oh, I've learned, but I don't know whether it's a kind of a spirit. You don't know. You can't. That's the power of discipline. You need to be very conscious and disciplined. You really need to put your mind to. I mean, if I get into trade and I have to put stop loss, I really need to set the stop loss at this price that I want to. This is my price. This is my profit target, and this is the stop loss I want to put. Just put it in place. No matter if you sleep and you wake up and it has been triggered, it's better to have your capital than to lose it all. What if so someone will say, what if when probably if I put the stop loss and the market goes down quickly, then bounce back, then it means the thing sold and I've lost out of profit. It's better to have your capital than to lose what you have. And some of us, we learn the hard way. So what you said, if you have to stick to it and practice, especially the stop loss, and also, like you said, we have to be active, especially with the futures trading. You always have to make sure that you have good internet when you are at work. I remember there was this friend who works in an oil company. He went to the rig and I think the network was pretty much bad. They needed to. He was always, can you please? He gave me his details to stop the trade for him. At that point, there was no way he could have access to a constant network, so it was very frustrating. So you should bear in mind that always that it's better to have your capital than to lose out. Just forget about the profits. For the profits in crypto, there will be always time to make money. There will be always time to make what you lost. But make sure that and the funny thing is it's very difficult to make up what you lost than to lose it. You can easily lose something, but very difficult to get it back. All right. So you must always try to protect your profits, protect your capital. Forget about the profits. And what I do, this is what I do. Whenever I make profits, all right, that profit that I made becomes my new capital. That's what I do. That's what I've been doing all this while. So let's say if I got 3x of $1,000, then I'll take my capital, what I put in the beginning, and the new profit that I have will be my next capital. All right. So and I take it serious. All right. The fact that it's a profit doesn't mean I should treat it as a profit, that I'm trading the profits. No, I have this consciousness that this money that even though it's actually a profit, it's realized profit, all right, but it's also a capital, new capital that I've injected in the new business, and I treat it as such, all right. So if you have this mentality that as a trader, the first principle is to protect your capital at all costs. I think we wouldn't lose that much. We wouldn't always be in situation where we'll be saying, "Damn, I should have," because in crypto, there's sometimes that should have is too much.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And I would like to chip this in. I think people should learn how to withdraw their profit, right? A
Yeah,
lot of times
bro. Yeah,
I've
bro.
made profit and I kept everything. There's nothing like seeing your portfolio grow. Like you have this joy that you are becoming richer, right? But the most important thing is that profit.
Mm.
Don't blow it. So one of the best way not to
Don't
blow your
blow it.
profit is remove it from the exchange. Remove it. Remove it. In
Take
fact,
it to
let me
funding.
let me give
Straight to funding.
straight
Straight to
straight
funding.
straight. And I even say this. Sometimes when you make money, give it to someone,
Mm.
right? Give it
Oh
to maybe a
wow.
very close relative. Don't give me this money again
Oh.
because
Mm.
there's nothing like having a winning streak. You won a lot,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
And
Mm.
and taking a break. But the thing is,
Mm.
it's very addictive. So you wouldn't want to take a break after having a lot
Yeah.
of winning streak. And if you don't take a break, guess what's going to happen? You start losing and you start giving the money back to the market. You start giving it back to the
Exactly.
market. Exactly.
Exactly.
And the same thing with losing streak. Losing streak. Of recent, I had a lot of losing streak, and sometimes you will not even have confidence in yourself. That's the problem with losing streak. When you have a lot
Mm.
of losing streak, in fact, you doubt yourself.
Yeah.
So
You give
anyway,
up.
take a break. Whether you have
But
winning
bro,
streak or
do you
losing
know
streak,
that
take a break.
one principle, one thing that I would also want to chip in is that you should always remember that not trading is also trading. All right. So you taking a break out of trade doesn't mean you are also trading. It's all part of it. All right. It's either you are actively trading or let's say you are passively trading or I mean it's but sometimes it's better you don't even touch your phone at all. Like if
Sure,
you
sure,
made a
sure. When
profit
you
of
don't
five
trade,
hundred dollars, yes.
yeah.
When you
When you
don't
don't
trade, you
trade, you
trade.
still have your
Like
capital. You
today,
still
all
have
right?
your capital. You still have your
Exactly.
capital.
Like today, do you know what happened? Yesterday, I think yesterday the market looked. I mean, I was very confident in the market, but for a while, I really needed to buy something, so I had to cash out some crypto, right? So I was like, okay, let me sell. I don't mind. I sold some crypto. Then apparently, what I planned buying, the seller told me that no, it's not available, and I was like, oh, okay, no problem. So instead of going back to buy back what my crypto was like, let me wait a bit, let me just chill. Guess what? Today it fell. It fell by about 15%. So I got in a very good position. So even though I didn't trade yesterday, but I traded. you know, I just from doing nothing. I'm now in a better position in a trade. All right. So sometimes we really need to just take a chill pill.
Be
Just need to chill
patient.
and relax.
Yeah.
Yeah, be
You need to
patient
be patient.
and just yeah. If you see just like you said, like profit is not always assured. All right, if you make enough profit, you should always think that there's also a possibility of loss, and you should not be greedy. The whole thing is greedy, greediness. In crypto, if you make $500, you think you can double it. If you make $1,000, you think you can double it again. By the time you realize you are sinking. All right, so it's very important that you control your greed. Like my target a day is let's say $50 profit, $50 profit a day. If I make the $50, I should get out. And if I see that the market is not going my way and I've made like $30 out of my $50 profit target, just get out. Because in crypto there is always a chance to make money. Always a chance. So sometimes you just need to stay back and see the market go topsy turvy, do its own thing. Then if it's relaxed, no matter the position, if you have a little bit knowledge about technical analysis, then you can get in.
Yeah, yeah. I want to add to what you just said, which is like have a profit target for the day. As you said,
Mm,
your daily profit target around $50. That is very, very
mm,
important. And let me tell you why it's important. You see, there will be some days, right, that just one trade that you make is going to give you your daily profit target. And what you should do at that point is stop trading, right? But because of
yeah.
greed, even after achieving your daily profit target, you want to continue. And guess what? You can place the second trade, make money, the third
Mm,
trade, make money, the fourth
mm,
trade, lose everything. In fact,
mm,
lose your daily target.
Bro, let me say this. Quickly, let me say this. I forget. A week or two, my target is $50, right? So I woke up to see around $280 profits. It's like,
Wow.
whoa, this is like profits for about 5 or 6 days. I should have. I just should have like relaxed, just close. I close the trade, all right. So normally, what I do is, if that happens, I don't trade for 2 or 3 days. But I saw the market going up. The technical analysis didn't show the market was pointing up. So I know, let me get in again. Then I realized my $280 had become 150 or $160. Like, damn it. So instead of making the $280, I instead made about $120 instead. I couldn't forgive myself. Like, wow. In people sometimes you say we will not make this mistake again. What we say will not make again, the mistake we say will not make again is the same mistake that we make. All right.
You're right. You're right. You're
So you
right.
need to be very
Yeah, it
conscious. You
takes
need to stick
discipline.
to your plan. You
Yeah,
need to
it
stick
takes
to your
discipline.
plan,
It
a
takes
master
discipline.
plan.
Right.
Yeah,
It
bro.
takes discipline. It takes discipline. Yeah, and that's
Serious.
why I laugh. I laugh when I see people, maybe they've taken a course or they are reading about crypto and they believe they can just do it and they will get it, right? So it takes practice
Yeah.
and discipline, right? Without the practice,
Mm.
without the discipline, you keep making the same mistake as you said.
Yeah. 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 Bro, I think someone is asking a question. As one person asked, why should I put my funds in? Why should I send my funds from spot to funded before I trade P2P?
Okay, the person does not need to send it to funding. The person needs to send it to. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, yeah. The
Yeah,
person is
yeah.
talking
You need to.
about
Yeah.
P2P now, not futures. Okay,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
So for P2P, you need to take it to funding because your spot wallet is different from your P2P wallet, right? Your P2P
Yeah.
wallet is your funding wallet because the reason why it's like that is because in most countries, you can only fund your crypto via P2P. The same in Nigeria, right?
Mm.
Banks don't facilitate trades to crypto exchange. So you can only use
Yeah.
P2P. So your P2P is
Mm.
like your funding wallet for Binance. So that is why.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and also with the P2P, Binance is just a facilitator. It's just purely between one guy. So it's purely between two people, all right? So Binance just kind of facilitating. So it's very important that they have it in your funding wallet.
Okay, so while we're waiting for my host, somebody is asking, when will there be a disbursement of the BUSD? Please, we want to know the date. Okay, so actually, you need to be a little bit patient, right? We have a lot of people that are joining, that are participating, right? So and anything good, usually takes time. So very soon, you are going to get your BUSD bonus. I can assure you of that. Very soon. So I hope I've answered your question, Lawa Musa. I hope I've answered your question. Okay, so let me look at one more question. I have somebody asked me, what is the solid difference between holder and trader? Okay, so an holder is also a trader, right? The difference there is just that, okay, an holder is looking at maybe holding for a long period of time, right? Whereas active traders, futures traders, they only want to hold for maybe a short period of time. So that's just the major difference, right? If you are doing HODL, you want to hold for a long period of time, but if you are doing active trading, maybe within a day, within 2 days, within 3 days, you want to buy and sell. Okay, I hope I'm clear. So let me look for more questions. Okay, let me look for more. So I'm looking for more questions. Um, Okay. So, somebody said VP equals to village people. Yes, in crypto you can call VP village people, right? And we have one popular saying in crypto, right? Especially when it comes to crypto futures, right? If you're not careful in futures, if you're not careful and you put all your money into a trade in futures, you don't set a stop loss, that is a one-way ticket to the village. Yes. So thank you guys. In the absence of any question, I think we can call it a day, right? I think we can call it a day. Okay, Samalagwe said winning streak make people want to trade more. You're right. When you have winning streak, you think you are the best trader or investor in the world and you want to continue. That is more or less like game theory, right? If you are winning, you wouldn't want to stop. Okay, Samalagwe said always withdraw your profit. This is very, very important. Very, very important. Okay, so thank you everyone. It's been a wonderful 1 hour of learning, right? I like the fact that you all are engaging. I like the fact that every Wednesday you are here to learn. It inspires us to discuss more and share our experience. All right. So don't forget to fill the form. It's very, very important so that you can be out of those that are going to win the 100 BUSD, which is going very soon, which you are going to get. And finally, I look forward to seeing you next week Wednesday. And please drop any topic that you want us to discuss. Drop any topic you want us to discuss next week Wednesday. Okay. Okay. So thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Yeah. Thank you all. Bye.